Welcome, Pisces. This is your weekly Tarotscope reading for April the 17th through to the 23rd, 2017. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly. And before we begin, thank you. Thank you for all of your positive, loving, supportive energy that you send my way each and every day. I truly send it right back to you. Now let's see what the energy is going to be for us this week. Justice. So this is a week where we are really looking in at how to bring in the balance, how to bring in harmony, how to bring in love. And we hold that sword with the confidence. We're not being threatening with it or anything, but if we need to use it, we will. So we are definitely probably going to be making decisions, and with justice, we weigh it out. With justice, there's a give and take. With justice, there can be compromise, because we want the fairest route possible, the most balanced, the one with the most harmony. The Death card is our next card. So get ready to feel free, to feel the freedom, to feel the liberation, to take off that heavy cloak that has been weighing you down, that has been dissipating your energy. Maybe it's something that you've been hiding yourself in some way, not revealing the true you in some way, not stepping into your own in some way. And the moon. Wow, powerhouse reading, Pisces. The moon is here to say it has to be of value to you. It has to line up with your goals, your dreams, your desires, your wants, your passions, your love center. There has to be a true balance, and it needs to start within. So there could be some soul searching happening here, of where you have limited yourself, of where you haven't allowed the balance to be, where you haven't been present, but you stayed in the past and you worried too much, or you feared too much, or you thought too much. It's time to take that energy and put it back into yourself, to recharge yourself. Five of Wands crossing over the Death card. You're rethinking. You're rethinking the groups that you hang around with, the people that you hang around with, your friends, your family, your co-workers, perhaps the neighborhood you live in, perhaps the country you live in. You are understanding if it allows you to be essentially the true you, or if you have to put on some kind of mask in order to feel like you fit in. So I think, we really need to see, and I mean, this is why work parties never work out when you have the spouse show up, because we all wear different masks depending on our environment. At home, we're one person. Out in the neighborhood, we're another. At work, we're a whole different person again. And this is not so much of being conscious that you're doing that, but more so, does it really match with who you truly want to be? Is there a harmony? Do you feel comfortable in your own skin? Or is it an exhausting play that you have to perform because you've outgrown it? You're not that person anymore, and you didn't evolve for some reason within the group. Or you came into the group with different pretenses. And maybe it was out of fear. Maybe you didn't think that you would be accepted if they knew the true you, which is just kind of silly thinking, really. But Page of Pentacles as our underlying energy. We are definitely looking forward into new paths, and we are aligning ourselves with the courage that we need in order to actually step into this. We're not going to see how it's going to unfold. So our job is to dream big. Our job is to believe in ourselves. So very much going back to the moon card. To believe in ourselves that we have the ability to step into a new path and to have the balance and the love and the harmony that we dream possible. And that's within the first card of justice. Our overriding energy is the Ten of Pentacles. This is the yes card. This is saying whatever you are dreaming of, whatever your goal is, whatever your desires are, you've got a yes. Time to make the plans to go forward. Not time to understand what needs to be put together in order to take those first baby steps. It's kind of like you say to source, or you say to your angel, spirit guides, God, the universe, you say, I want this. And now they've said, okay, yes, sure, go ahead, get to work, make it happen. You've got the white flag. So really be present in what you want to manifest in your life, what goals, what desires. Because things will happen this week in order to make it start to come together. Maybe you need a business partner. Maybe you need financial backing. Maybe you need the invitation. Maybe you need to start a conversation. Maybe you need to put yourself into a situation. You're going to find yourself there. It's kind of being at the right place at the right time kind of energy. We have the Seven of Swords with the Wheel of Fortune. And we definitely really need to, when we were talking back here with the Death card, taking off that big heavy cloak. This is taking off that big heavy cloak. The Seven of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune tells us that we have to be very selective in what we are taking forward with us right now. That we have to allow closure. We have to allow doors closing. We have to allow people moving out of our life, because new people will be moving into our life. New situations will be moving into our life. And we don't want the baggage of yesterday, because that will dissipate our energy. That will make it a very hard walk. With the Seven of Swords, even though there's some things that stand right up, like, take me, you've always taken me, here I am. We go for the one that is kind of sheltered in the grass and we have to lean over to grab it. Not the ones just standing there easy to take. So we can't just arbitrarily move forward with our life without really looking at what we are truly taking with us. What kind of energy? Is it the energy we need? Are all our tools in the toolbox? Because the Wheel of Fortune says doors need to close. And we are in the last week of the true full moon energy before we start looking at planting the new seeds. So this is a time to release. This is a time to let go. This is a time to let healing come into your life. And I think you're going to feel it probably very strongly. King of Swords for work, career. There's passion. There's desire. Right now, you are feeling very confident, very sure of what you want when it comes to work, when it comes to career. You may be in a very stable position right now so that you feel that you can go forward. I think more of you feel that you can go forward than those of you feeling like you are grasping to get that balance into place. So these balance issues are not so much work oriented as they may be in other parts of our life, and we'll look a little bit more. But for work, there's a passion about you. There is a dynamic force. There is an energy saying, I've got this, I can do this, I can go forward. I know what needs to be done. The right things are coming into place. Stay out of my way. And if you want to catch up to me, you're going to be eating the dust. You're on fire. There's an energy about you, so put this to good use this week. If you create, if you're a painter or a singer or a dancer, I mean, this is the time when the energy is just flowing through you. So take advantage of these things. Anything that you create, anything that you make, anything that defines you. Love and career, our love and relationships, we have the King of Pentacles. I saw the King of Pentacles and I started saying career, but this is love. This is relationships. This is thinking outside the box in order to bring in new growth, new expectations within a relationship, in order to reap the benefits of the relationship, bring in the abundance of love, of caring, of support. This is a week where you can really grow the relationship if you think outside the box. If you come up with some new ideas, new fresh breath of fresh air into the relationship in some way. If you are looking for a relationship, you could actually meet somebody that is wealthy or very creative and brings in wealth through their creativity, or has their income based on their creativity, their thoughts. If you are in a relationship, then it's time to brainstorm. It's time to come up with some new ideas, some new fresh life coming into the relationship, to grow it, to make it stronger. And being the King of Pentacles, it might be a business that you guys start together. Or maybe it is donating your time in the community in some way, but working together as a collective, as one, at the same time. Spirituality, Two of Wands. You're not the only ones to get this one. You know, if it feels right, chances are it's right. And if it feels wrong, listen to your gut. Listen to your intuition. You're going to be able to read situations. You're going to get more clues than ever, hints than ever, from your angels, your spirit guides, God, the universe, source. This is you being pulled into a path. So go with the flow this week. Don't question it too much. Don't overthink it too much. For health and well-being, we have the Nine of Cups. So where you want to set your affirmations, your goals, your dreams, and your desires, at least in one place, let it be health. Let it be well-being. The healthier, wealthier you. This is your wish card. So this is where you put it out, where your goals are going to be met in 5 years, in 10 years, in 3 months, in a month, in 2 weeks. And growing those dreams, those possibilities of the lifestyle that you want. Whether it is having a workout program in your life or eating in a different way. Maybe it's taking up yoga, working out in some way. Maybe it's pumping the iron. Do they still say that, pumping the iron? Am I dating myself there? This is a time to dream, to look yourself in the eye and say, this is going to raise my vitality. This is going to raise my energy. This is going to make me feel good about being me and how I'm going to treat myself as a temple going forward. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.